So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll be the one expected to take up a deeper role and play make from back there. But I see him as...
Van Basten! Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Philipp Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's great... A header! That's another chance! O'Shea. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads, and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Messi. Lahm. And it's Messi. And there's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Milan with another corner. Milan have their second corner now. It'll be a throw-in. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. O'Shea. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's having a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's Rijkaard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's picked it up out wide. Takes the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
O'Shea. O'Shea. And it's Roberto Carlos. Thiago does really well to win the ball there. Aimed in towards the centre. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. He's got all. He's scored. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Lahm powering forward here. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's aimed into the big header! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Messi. Has a look and plays it forward. He's in space and looking for options. Rijkaard attempts a clearance. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. And from the team sheet, can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Thiago plays it short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. This their second corner of the game. Thiago with the short one. Ronaldinho. Good read, needed to be. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Drogba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Zico looks to get on the end of this. And it's Cruyff. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. So, third corner of the game. Thiago goes short. Thiago. Cross into the... He gets big! Milan are looking to go forward now.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah, well, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's managed to get... Big header! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that's put paid to a promising move. Messi! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager...
Messi! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. He rises! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Played in by Roberto Carlos. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. So will they make it count again? And now a sudden chance to counter. Thiago, and he's been shifted off it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Look at the space here. Good ball, good take. Lahm is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Ronaldinho. Messi. Lahm, well seen, saw that coming. Rummenigge. Driving on and making good progress. Looking to go deep. Nesta gets it away. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
He's picked his way through. Rijkaard. Ronaldinho. And he's picked out the run. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Thuram, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And it's Eto'o. He's found a way through. It's Eto'o! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Caught offside that time. Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff, there he goes, motoring forward. Picked out brilliantly. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
So we've reached the hour mark. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Thiago. having a shot! Really well taken goal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So is this the start of a comeback? Now it's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Ah, he's given it away. Oh, good-looking ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He is through here. Roberto Carlos. Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. Corner number 3 coming up. Rijkaard getting this one clear. Lahm played out wide. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Drogba. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Thiago. Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. Thiago. Cruyff. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Roberto Carlos. Shot, surely! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So their 4th corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Carlos. Oh, they could be caught out here. Elects to cross. They're up to 5 corners now. Serves up. He's got tall. He should have put that one away.
Drogba really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Eto'o. He won't be happy with that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's gone backward here. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Played out to the left flank. Roberto Carlos. And that will be it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Drogba claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Nicely shaped ball. Can he finish? Oh, he's done it! They willed it, and it happened! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And we come to you now with a quick request.
And with that... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times, they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course, they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite...
Oh, what's he done? Judge, surely! Oh, would you believe it? The goal to end it all! Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you.
Oh, no, it's an own goal! And that ends it. Who saw that coming? Who saw that coming?
Well, I think quite a few of us, including many of the players on the winning side, look a bit deflated with that. Clearly, they didn't want things to finish.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, there are plenty who consider Marco van Basten to be the very epitome of excellence, and it's hard to argue with that, Jim, isn't it?
Certainly is. Everything he did was pretty much perfect. His positioning, his movement with and without the ball, the ability to receive it and turn away from defenders. And don't get me started about his finishing.
For sure, a name to strike fear into the hearts of goalkeepers everywhere. Davids. That's a little off target. Serginho has it out wide and in space. Incoming Dylan. Oh, what a climb! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Matic. And Berardi. Out to the left it goes. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Davids. Now it's Del Piero. Serginho in acres of space out wide. He rises! Goal! Milan! There is the breakthrough! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Davids.
Now it's Rui Costa.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Del Piero
Is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Davids. And that has been slung wide.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
It's gone out for a throw-in. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's.
Pirlo. Van Basten.
Might want to be careful there.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Pirlo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Caught offside that time. Oh, terrible mistake. Van Basten! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
There will be 3 minutes added.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
And there is the half-time whistle. So your views on the first half?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And we are back underway. Oh, nice one too, very nice. And instinct gets his head on it! No, not the best of headers.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And that's going up front in a hurry. And it's Serginho. Gives it back. Out to the right. Nesta. Davids. Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Vranch. Now, what about a counter-attack? Referee's given a throw. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. So what can they conjure from this one?
Well, we're looking at somewhere in the region of 25 to 30 yards. That won't intimidate this guy.
What a save! Terrific reactions! Serginho. Oh, what has happened here? Maldini. Nesta. Turns back here, probably the best option. Maldini. Davids. Maldini, looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Davids. Not the most convincing of passes. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Nesta. Milan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Serginho has created 1 goal already. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Great ball if he can get there. He's had a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Del Piero has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And we are absorbing the energy emanating from the stands of this grand stadium that is the Giuseppe Meazza. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim? And Batistuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rui Costa. And that's a throw-in. Maldini cuts out the pass. And it's Serginho. Pirlo. And he's forced to go back. Now it's Batistuta. And that has been slung wide. He's being urged to... Batistuta! Deep cross, punched away. Pirlo. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Del Piero. Serginho, and he's managed to get free. Hangs in a cross. Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither of these two want to come off second bet. And there's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Del Piero, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Serginho has it in a wide position.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And it's Del Piero. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero, he's gone for goal! And he's heaved it away. Thuram. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed. And Del Piero! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. They've played it short. Del Piero. He's gone for goal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
For each block, please
So we
report to
reach the
spot
halfway point.
immediately.
Milan really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's found a way through. And it's Del Piero. Serginho could try cutting inside here. That's a decent clearance.
The attendance for this
That'll be a
match
throw.
was 80,314.
Just about up to the hour now. Davids. Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Batistuta, and he was alert to it. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he welcomes it in. Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution for Milan, number 9, Batistuta.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Always onto this.
Number
Del
13,
Piero. Good purposeful running this.
Number 14, Modric. Substitutions taking place.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Colomwani! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Finally the breakthrough.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And very quickly, the substitute. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Osimhen is offering a wry smile there. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Modric attempts a clearance. Now it's Osimhen. Well, there's the clearance. It'll be a throw-in. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
3 minutes added time.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Kolo Muani. And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already... Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. This to go one up. And he's buried it, 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Oh, it's... And the finish! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Thuram deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And he's forced to go back. Tries to play it through. He's got away. Now there's Nakata! Really well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square.
And the shot! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football.
It's a mighty effort! There it is! What a moment for the double centurion! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Milan looking to pass their way through. And it's Del Piero. And this is Batistuta. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with... Good chance here! And that's off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
De Ketelara. Now it's Batistuta. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Van Basten. And the counter is on. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Opts for safety. Now it's Van Basten. And this is Del Piero. Quick look, then... Oh, smashing header! He's delivered all right! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And this is Van Basten. Batistuta. He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Abbiati claims comfortably. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. And the action is back on the way. And here's Del Piero. Serginho. That's tidy. Serginho's cross. Up he goes! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Well, that has not gone well. Knocks it into space. And he's picked it up out wide. A header! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Batistuta. Costa Curta. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but...
There's the header!
Oh, what? This time, surely!
It's there! And he is just ripping it up!
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly...
Takes the shot! That's another chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Great vision. De Ketelara. Taken back almost at once. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
He's found a way through.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Milan finding their passes. Quality ball. And he's been shifted off it. Serginho. Serginho goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Serginho's cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Played it again.
Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Milan got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get it through? Plenty.
Chance for a shot! And again!
And he couldn't quite make it 6.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
There will be 3
Nakata.
minutes added time.
Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that's been won straight back. And that is that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph.
Please refrain from parking.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this? And a chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Pirlo. Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's found a way through. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Del Piero. Goes for a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Davids picks it up from the goal kick. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Thuram. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Del Piero is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. He's got away, played into the... Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.